Alright, so hi guys. So I'm redoing this video. I hope everybody's doing well. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and solve this using Russian root theorem. Now this is a tedious topic, but try to follow along with me. Also, if you want to do it on your own, you can, and then you can kind of just watch the video and then see if you got the correct answer, the same answer as me. So we have x cubed minus 7x squared plus 7x plus 15 equals 0. Now I do want to go ahead and say that we have to use synthetic division here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to list. So we're going to state the factors, so the possible roots, excuse me. We know that it is of the form P over Q, which is factors of 15. So let's go ahead and circle this. So factors of 15 over the factors of the leading coefficient. The leading coefficient here is 1. So over factors of 1, right? So in other words, the factors of 1. So then, in this case, we're going to say plus or minus 1. So plus or minus 1, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 5, plus or minus, I believe it, and then plus or minus 15, I believe. So, and then on the bottom, the only possible factors, or the factors of 1, are plus or minus 1. So, in this case, we're going to do, this is going to equal 1, negative 1, 3, negative 3, 5, negative 5, 15, negative 15. So you're just literally making each of them, the 1 will be divided by, it's going to be 1 over 1, 1 over negative 1, 3 over 1, 3 over negative 1, so on and so forth. And then that'll give you these possible roots. So now we're going to test using synthetic division, okay? So now, let's go ahead and do that. So the way that synthetic division works, guys, let's go ahead and test x equals 1 first. So we're going to test x equals 1 here. And we want to see if, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and list our coefficients. So we're going to list these coefficients here. So we're going to do 1, negative 7, 7, and 15. Okay. And we're going to move this. So first of all, we're going to move this down. So we have 1 here. 1 times 1 is 1. So move it over here. I'll put a times here to indicate you're multiplying. And then negative 7 plus 1 is negative 6. And then negative 6 times 1 is negative 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So 15 plus 1 is 16. So because we have a remainder, x equals 1 is not a factor. So if it gives you a remainder, guys, or if it gives you a number here that is not 0, then it will, that root will not be a root. So we know that x equals 1 is, we take it out. Now let's test x equals -1. Okay, guys. So you're going to keep doing this until, for this cubic polynomial, you want to do this until you get a quadratic and then solve the quadratic by factoring. So I guess we have an advantage here. If it's with a higher degree, like 4, you want to keep doing it until you get 2 factors and then, you know, do the quadratic on its own. So you want to do this until you get a quadratic as a polynomial and then solve that by factoring. So we're going to do this with -1, okay? So we have 1, -7, 7, and 15. So again, 1, -7, 7, and 15. So you're going to put the same numbers and you're going to do this again. So let's go ahead and put a line here to indicate that we're adding. So we have 1 here. 1 times -1 is -1. 7 plus -1 is -8. -8 times -1 is 8. 7 plus 8 is 15. 15 times -1 is -15. And then this equals 0. So because remainder is 0, x equals -1 is a 0. So we know that in this case we have x, so one of the zeros are x equals -1. Now we're gonna grab as polynomial with degree less than 1, with degree that is 1 less than previous polynomial. I know that sounds confusing, guys. I'm going to explain it. You're just going to grab these terms, okay? All these terms, and you're going to go ahead, and because we had an x cubed polynomial, you're going to do it a degree less than that. So in this case, this would be 1x squared, this would be -8x, this would be 15. So that it would be x, so then it would go x cubed minus 7x squared plus 7x plus 15. I'm sorry, x cubed minus 7x squared plus 7x plus 15 is equal to the quantity. And we're going to put it as, oh, and actually is not a 0. I'm sorry. So we're going to put it as a factor. X plus 1 is equal to 0. So that's one of the factors, right, guys? So we're going to put x plus 1 up here. We're now going to put times x squared minus 8x plus 15. So the point of this is, guys, now that we have a factor, so we have x plus 1 as the factor, whatever terms you get after you do the synthetic division, you're going to do it with degree less than the previous term. Again, because the previous term had a degree of 3, you're going to put these numbers as 1x squared minus 8x plus 15. So now what we're going to do is we're going to factor this part. So I'm going to just tell you guys what it is. You want two numbers that multiply, so multiply to 15 and add to negative 8. And the two numbers are going to be, they're going to be negative 5 and negative 3. So you're going to put, it's going to be x, it's going to be, so this is x plus 1, and we're going to put this as x minus 5, right, times x minus 3. So now all you need to do is zero products properties. So solve by zero product property. So we're going to go ahead and put x plus 1 times x minus 5 times x minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. So now we just have x plus 1 equals 0, x minus 5 equals 0, x minus 3 equals 0. Right? Yeah. So now we're going to go ahead and just solve each of these individually. So we have x equals negative 1, add 5 here to both sides, x equals 5, add 3 to both sides, x equals 3. So the zeros are going to be x equals negative 1, x equals 5, and x equals 3. Okay guys, so that is going to be it for this problem. So if anybody has any questions, please let me know. I really hope that helps, guys. And with that being said, thank y'all so much for watching, and please like, comment, and or subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.